checklist. I'll send free guide. Yep. Let's go. That in itself will get you started. If you just take that checklist and start seeing where you are and seeing where your LLC is, it'll structure you straight completely out, step by step. Start there. Do we have any questions? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so type checklist. Let's get started. If you have any questions, I'm definitely here to help you out in any way that could help you, okay? So ask any questions, but definitely just sit with yourself and kind of figure out what you want to do. I wouldn't necessarily go on trends on Instagram or on social media. You gotta understand who's sending the message or what their intention is. All right. Once you figure that part out, is this person's intention to get me and drive me into a group? You know, if you're going into a person's mentorship, definitely when it comes to funding, do not allow someone just to charge you $8,000 or $10,000 and dump you into a community and they haven't spoken with you personally and analyzed your personal profile. That is a recipe for disaster. I've been doing this for a long time. No two people have the same funding journey. How can I give you a generic funding plan and expect you to get the maximum results if I don't know who you've had relationships with in the past? If I don't know exactly what's going on with your credit report, there's no one way to do this thing. I wish there were. I would take 100 people, tell y'all to do a certain things, and we all go to the bank. That would be crazy. That would be too easy. Everyone would be funded if it were that easy. Fortunately not. So let's see. We have some questions. Thank you for participating, guys. Who is this? Who is this? This is Manny Falk. Okay. Power Rising Beacon. Hey, long time no see. I know. Checklist. Do we have any questions? Okay. You're very excited to work with me. I am very excited to work with you. Okay. Because I am about to light you up. I don't know people's Instagram names, unfortunately, but whoever you are, you messing with me, you got to get lit up, okay? I don't play, all right? That's one thing I do not do. I do not play games. And the reason I don't play games is because I was the one who lost everything. And, when you come into somebody, you like, look, I need a financial plan because I want to launch this business over here. Guess what? I got you. I got you. I'm not going to play with you, and I'm not about to sugarcoat it. Wherever you are in your funding journey, I'm going to let you know, hey, it's going to take a little time. We need to do some work. But even that in itself is worth it. Funding came up so fast for me personally that if let me share a story. I was not an internet person. I missed all the people offering credit repair and funding online, right? Because I was a tech person. I didn't even want my face to be on the internet, right? I had a fake photo up there, okay? Once I came to the internet, I ran into my mentor because he was beefing with somebody. Thank God. Actually, I put him in my grateful journal the other day. I was like, thank you. Because if he weren't beefing with him, he was putting my mentor's mugshot up, but it was something he had did 5 years ago or something like that. I go to his page. I'm like, I need dude. He's like, I can get rid of your bankruptcy, child support, charge off, pray, and you could start a business. I'm like, dang, that's exactly what I need. This is God sent. Went straight to him. Didn't listen to anybody else on the internet. I had tunnel vision. Okay. I checked him out. I vetted him out. He was credited on the streets of Chicago. They was like, oh yeah, he's the truth. I was like, okay, let's go. Signed up, tunnel vision. Okay. Even though he didn't talk to me personally, I listened to all the videos. It took me 2 months. That's why I don't do people like that. I love him to death though. He had to do what he had to do. I got the result. I don't do people like that. It took me 2 months to get through all that information. But Everybody's journey is a preparation for what's to come. If I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have came up with my own process that I still use to this day for people who are starting completely over. Most people do not know how to build out a brand new credit report profile and a brand new LLC and structure it for funding. I do. I've done it hundreds of times. A lot of people just like coming in and giving you generic information, and they're not really funding for real. They just got status and they got the most attention sometimes. So you have to be careful, and you don't find out until you're in their mentorship like, dang. And then that's when you be like, I don't trust nobody. Hey, that's on you. So I'm getting to the mentorship, got rid of my bankruptcy, funded myself $300,000. Okay. I did not know. I thought I was going to do Turu. I get into the mentorship. The Turu people in there was like, girl, you don't want to do that. I'm underwater. These cars, they crashing. I was like, they on internet. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Do not listen to what the trends are on social media. Okay. You can look into it, but you need to do your homework. Okay. Just don't be jumping, because thank God I would have jumped into Turu with my money only to find out that it was a business I did not want to do. This is the importance of joining a community and joining. That $5,000 was the best money I ever spent in my life, because it also set the stage and the tone for me to help thousands of other people, unbeknownst to me. Financial literacy is the gift that keeps on giving. Out of anything I ever paid for in my life, 100-fold was that mentorship I paid for. I promise you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Financial literacy and understanding how to get funded is the foundation of everything great. You are not going far if you don't understand the economics and the financial structures and different ways of understanding how to keep your money, grow your money, invest your money. Okay, you get to the point you understand how to make the money. Okay, the next step, invest it, allow it to grow, have discipline. All right, you can't just be popping bottles. You know, a portion and a percentage of this money needs to be going somewhere where it's working for you, doubling up. I got a book for you guys. Y'all know every time I come on here and I'm feeling it, I always get a book. The Richest Man of Babylon. He gives the 5 principles of money. Okay? One of those principles is to get an opportunity that you've done your due diligence and not by scammers. Okay? And understand that that industry is doing well and you're not tricked by tricksters. Understand how to make your money grow. And grow little children. What is that? That's insurance accounts. That's high interest bearing savings accounts. You know, your money is growing for you. Is another principle. Have active capital where you're putting into something like, say, for instance, I got an e-commerce store or something like that, right? Or whatever it may be. I'm putting that in active capital, and that investing in that marketing in that business is bringing me money back. So when you follow the 5 principles laid out in that book, you grow wealth. When I lost it all and I read that book again, because I did read it before, knowledge without application is entertainment. Knowledge with action, that's God in action. You're creating what you are learning. All right. So even though I knew a lot of stuff, I wasn't implementing it. All right. So I went back, and everything that he said, I was not doing 4 out of the 5 principles. And that's why I went broke. It's exactly why I went broke. I knew how to make the money. I didn't know how to keep it, invest it, and allow it to grow. So I do have a call in 1 minute. I'm going to take an answer to these questions. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Xavier. Okay, it said I should have checked my last business funding coach. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that's unfortunate. All right. That's very unfortunate. Okay. But here's what I would say. Sometimes you have to go through certain things because that was your lesson. For whatever reason, I wasn't someone new to the internet. I had been an entrepreneur since '08. So even though I came to the internet, I still had business acumen. I was smart enough to know to investigate people because I'm a real estate person. Trust but verify. That's a real estate term right there. Trust but verify. Because you will get scammed in real estate. And as a matter of fact, we ain't had no conversation if it ain't no paperwork. And people feel funny about me. I don't play games, friends or not. We need to put this in writing. All right? I'm just saying. You don't even respect me enough if you don't want to put it in writing. All right. I got that from my pastor. He said, hey, we ain't even had the discussion if we ain't got no paperwork. Hey, we need the paperwork. We doing business. Don't you let nobody scam you. You got 4th degree burns. Leads and coaches. You said you got 4th degree burns from coaches. I know. I'm sorry. Your comeback will be 10 times what you took from it. 100%. 100%. Why? Because I was in the storm and a different person walked out. Because I'm not even the same. I just was having that conversation with my sister. I had a mentee and I was on a mentee call and she had like an emotional breakdown. And she was like, yeah, I need to be first. And typically, because I've been known to make people in this town cry when I first came here. Because I will intelligently check you. I've made a couple of people cry. Right? It'll be intelligently, but don't come for me. But you know what? I listened to her, or whatever. She came for me. And in the worst way. I didn't get hot in the collar or none of that. I just told my sister literally yesterday, because Sunday is my off day and my family day, and we do Zooms and we hang out. And we talk about funding, and my nephew and my mom, their credit is up. I'm so excited for them. And so I was telling my sister, like, girl, I grew up. I say, she said, da-da-da-da-da-da. She said, oh my God, what did you say? Because they know I used to take names. I'll be red. Some people, you got to be careful. Just because you think they cute, hey, don't let this little, thing fool you. That's why you need to be careful who you talking to sometimes. And I said, you know what I told her? Noted. Now, we're going to go to bank A, B, C, and D. I said, I didn't get hot in the chest or in the collar. I said, I didn't even have an emotional reaction. Guess what? I've evolved. And guess what? She was looking stupid because I kept it professional, because you can only deal with me on a certain level. So it takes 2 people to go there. All right. So get your stuff in order. Check your mentor and understand, because to be honest, guys, I got too many people that when you deal at a certain level, you're forced into a certain way of being. I have too many people I'm responsible for and to get emotionally involved. So my outside relationships, they have to be calm. And if you're in my life, it's because I enjoy you on some level. If you bring any type of strife, goodbye. And don't take it personally, okay? I don't have time for the drama. I did enough arguing, fighting, fussing, and cussing, and dialing 911 in my 20s. I got it all out of my system. Now it's time to get to the bag, all right? And make sure that you check these people. Trust, but verify. When you're jumping into their mentorship, hey, walk me through how this mentorship is going to go. Oh, well, we have weekly calls, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to coach you weekly. Okay, you coaching me, what that look like? Y'all better ask that question. And if it don't sound like, you're going to be in Gen Pop trying to raise your hand, yeah, don't do that. Then they have you wire the cash and you pay them cash. It's a wrap. Nah, I'm sorry. Yes, heavy on implementation. Let's go. That's here. Yep. My last credit repair took things off the report. Good. Let's go. Now let's go get funded. So each and every last one, you coming up under the sound of my voice, I have to go. I'm like 4 minutes late from my call. But I love y'all so much. type the word checklist, get that checklist, go into action. All right. Let's get funded. Let's get amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Be great. Let's get funded.